Thank you. Bill in the clerk's desk.
On third reading and final passage, Assembly Bill 373, sponsored by Sloan Persons Off, Venery Huddle, McGuckin, Shapizi, Peterson, and Jimenez, requires life imprisonment without parole for persons convicted of the murder of a minor under the age of 18 in the course of the commission of a sex crime.
Assemblyman North.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
That side.
Bear with me one moment.
That way.
Mr. Speaker, I have with me today Rosemary D'Alessandro and her two sons, John and Michael. We're missing Joan. In 1973, Mrs. D'Alessandro's daughter, a Girl Scout Brownie, was making her final delivery of Girl Scout cookies, 2 boxes, to her neighbor, Joseph McGowan, and she never came home. She was raped and murdered. And on Easter Day, they found Joan's body in Harriman State Park in New York after a 4-day search by local fire, ambulance, and police. It was a horrible time for Bergen County. We've never been the same. Today we're doing something very, very great here today. We are going to stop what the D'Alessandros have had to go through since that time, which is to go down over and over and over again to the parole board and try to prevent this heinous murderer from getting out on parole. It has devastated their family. It's an outrage that they need to do that. I want to thank you, Mr. Speaker, specifically, first of all and foremost, for your help on this and allowing me to engage you and explain the importance of it. You grasped it very readily, and I thank you very much for your attempts at helping me with this. I'd like to also thank the sponsors who signed with me. Valerie Huddle worked very hard on it. We worked together. Gregory McGuckin, my colleague Holly Shapizi, slugged it out with us too on this. Eric Peterson and Angela Jimenez. All powerful women, strong men who said this is something we have to stop. I'd like to take a moment to introduce Mrs. D'Alessandro. She'd like to say a few words of thanks to you, and then I'm going to allow her to push the button if we can.
Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, Speaker Prieto. So happy to meet you today. Okay. And thank you for making all this possible. And I say it with my heart, Speaker. And to each of you, all the prime sponsors, he helped me, Assemblyman Off, with his chief of staff, was like a blessing, and thank you so much. And thank you, Holly Shapizi, for what you did, and you're a mom, so you understand. And thank you, Valerie, for what you did. And thank you to the other prime sponsors. I got to meet a couple before, and I know I looked up your pictures and everything, so you know you're close. And all of you here, all of you, starting with the speaker, and every one of you, all 80 of you, or, I know there are that many in the assembly. Maybe you're not here today, some of you. But I say I, but we, and I represent, I'm one person, and it's all the people. We thank you. And we thank you, Speaker, again. You did a very important thing today. And what I want to share with you is this. The next step is in the Senate, and please ask your colleagues in the Senate to support and pass Joan's bill in the Senate as soon as possible. And I thank you for that, and we thank you for that. My son Michael, my son John, they're part of the foundation. We have Joan's Joy. And April 3rd is the anniversary of the first Jones Law, and that was under 14, and this is 18. And I just, maybe another dream will come true, and maybe we could have it signed that day. So thank you, and God bless you.
Madam Clerk, open the machine for a vote. All recorded, who wish to be recorded, properly recorded. Madam Clerk, close the machine, take a tally.
Mr. Speaker, Assembly Bill 373 has received 68 votes in the affirmative, 0 in the negative, and 0 abstentions.
Assembly Bill 373, having received 68 votes in the affirmative, 0 in the negative, and 0 abstentions, I declare the bill passed. Let the bill take its usual course of passed bills.